3 years ago, when we last gathered for JPAC Advocacy Day, we couldn't have imagined how the world would change. I'm looking around and I'm realizing that this is a gift. And yet, despite the hardships, the California Jewish community demonstrated its resilience yet again by continuing to invest in our values and make a bigger impact than ever before.
It takes those of us with the same common denominator to understand what we're fighting for and how to keep perspective of what's important, because not every fight is worth it. Some are more important.
Now more than ever, at a time of really radical change and political polarization, that thoughtful voice can be really helpful, not just for Jewish people, but for all the groups that need support and representation.
The Jewish Public Affairs Committee of California brings the collective voice of the organized Jewish community to the state capitol.
Certainly JPAC has a stellar history and reputation and is effective.
For over 50 years, JPAC has led advocacy efforts on behalf of California's diverse Jewish community, securing hundreds of millions of dollars in the state budget.
When you're here in person, as JPAC is, making the case for why the Jewish values are important and what we do in the legislature makes a very big difference.
Work on issues like Holocaust education to fight anti-Semitism and bigotry. But at the same time, we also feel deeply committed to standing up for vulnerable Californians of all backgrounds.
We help pass crucial legislation to create and expand health, anti-poverty, and hate crime initiatives, and to support immigrants, children, and older adults. And we led the effort that removed anti-Semitic content from California's ethnic studies model curriculum. Our premier annual program, JPAC Advocacy Day, convenes hundreds of community members and legislators at the state capitol to lobby for the issues that matter most.
We have to have our own seat at the table, and it is so important in the legislature that we have Jews, that we're here to always know when to ring the alarm bell. And JPAC is that partner on so many levels.
JPAC is so important for the state of California to have 50 years of sustained advocacy for social services, for Jewish causes, things that we care about in our community, make sure that there's representation up here for those issues.
Thank you to all of you for your organizing your work and your incredible commitment to human rights and justice.
Incredibly important that we continue to educate, and that is why activism matters. There's a lot of our youth that really is not concerned with what happened in the past, and we need to teach what happened in the past in order to be better in the future.
There's no doubt that the Jewish community makes our state stronger. Please know that I and the California Department of Justice stand with you.
Thank you to JPAC and to the Jewish Caucus for all of the amazing advocacy and support that you've given us over the last few years.
As a Jewish woman, one of only 2 Jewish women in the California legislature, I appreciate JPAC. I thank you. You are my people, and being with you is like coming home.
Today, we are now the largest single-state coalition of Jewish organizations in the nation.
Comprised of 30 leading Jewish community organizations, representing over 1 million Jews across California, JPAC is using our collective strength and reach to build the state we want to live in, for ourselves and for all Californians. Join us.